CountryWide Connect with Andy Thompson and Sarah Perriam-Lampp.
We have got Dansy and Greg Coppell there from Repost. G'day, guys. Welcome to CountryWide Connect. I really appreciate it. Looks like a gorgeous day there today.
Oh, beautiful autumn day, actually. It's even warm. So, it's good. We're at the TRS Expo, which is pretty much just selling gear or new tech into the viticulture industry. So we were quite lucky to be invited.
I'll give you a wee little look-see of all the tractors, and yeah, it's a good day. And I tell you what they do here, which is awesome, is they put on a mean free smoker with brisket at lunchtime and everything. So it definitely brings people in.
Now I'm getting very hungry. I think we might have just lost the picture there. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. We got you back again. Brilliant. Hey, so how big a day is it? How many people? It's not one that I'm aware of, actually. What sort of numbers of exhibitors and people come in?
It'd be probably 1,000 or so. It's 2 days, but it's one of these events that's sort of grown organically. Like, it was just started off as TRS, showcasing a bit of their gear and just putting on a shout after the harvest, really. And it's grown. Some big gear here for the agri boys as well. But it's starting to grow every year. And everybody just lets their hair down a little bit at the end of the harvest.
And I think it's more quality over quantity. The sort of people come here, they're all wine managers. They're all people that are really, top of their field. And so you get to have some really good conversations and understanding of what's going on specific to the region. So it's just a cool experience to be part of.
Yeah, it certainly is. And it's probably not a sector that we talk about enough is viticulture. How was the season? I know prices have been back and there's been a few issues, but what's the mood like in the industry?
Same. Cloudy Bay just disappeared. Otherwise, you could have talked to their main manager.
I think I guess as new territory for a while, because the things have been pretty buoyant for a long time. So, we're probably 2 or 3 years into a bit of a downturn. So people got their heads around it and they've learned how to budget. There's probably a little bit along the line of what agriculture their flows go like. So, pretty good to be honest.
All right, and you guys in Repost, you've just done your 1,000,000th post, which is quite an achievement. What, just for people that are not sure what Repost is, give us the 101, the executive summary.
For people that don't know about it, but it's so. In Marlborough alone, they break about 600,000 a year. So they start off as a 2.4 post, break at ground level, which is around about 1,900. We go through with our team of guys and pull all the clips and nails out of it and dock them and grade them and bundle them up and just send them out for intermediate fencing for farmers, really. So nothing super complicated about it. It's just around logistics, really.
So, but it is repurposing, because what if you don't do that?
It goes to landfill or gets stored on site. So the material that we repurpose is sound and got plenty of years left in it. It was an absolute crime to be sending it to landfill the way it was.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is around the education we've done. These CCA wooden posts, 2.4 trellis in the ground, the harvester machine goes through, and they've got perfectly good life left in them. And I think we've done a really good job over the last 6-7 years of showcasing the ability to get them back out there and back into the ground. And even now with the downturn, the vineyard industry has gone in. There's a lot of redevelopments going out, and we're seeing a lot of these 2.4 posts being used by other vineyards for replacement posts. So we're just glad to be part of the chain and help multiple sectors benefit from it.
Yeah, it always seemed a waste, as you said. It always seemed a massive waste to me, that the fact that these posts were just not being reused and being, as you said, go to landfill. So do they go right around the country? Do they, or South Island? How do you just send them away?
Yeah, we send them everywhere. We send them. We've been sending them to Vanuatu and so it's a little bit of a challenge at the moment with freight prices, but March was pretty quiet for us because everybody's just coming to terms with the new freight prices, but April was really good and May's shaping up to be, we're just back to normal now.
I'm pleasantly surprised, actually, in a good way.
Yeah. Okay. And so you said that they get used so for the reusing of them, the reposting, I suppose, mainly farms, dairy farms, because like dairy farms don't need 2-wire fences. Perfect use for them, I would have thought.
We use, everybody uses them for everything. You can use them for retaining. It's the cheapest, such a cheap form of treated timber. So you can use them for whatever your imagination comes up with. But predominantly our customers are sheep and beef farmers. It's a low cost product, and it's just another option in the market. So you don't have to go for this is whatever purpose suits the user best, really.
So speaking of
the sheep and beef, we're at my. Sorry.
No, keep going, Dansy.
No, I was just going to say, as well as the sheep and beef, we're at Mitre 10, so you have those people go on the weekends, go to Colombo for a coffee with their wives, and then they've got a little project, and they see our post starting at $3.25 and go, oh, I might do some, garden edging, or I might do a retaining well or a bird bath or whatever, your imagination, as Greg touched upon. So, it started off mainly focusing on our sheep and beef sector, because that's what Greg and I are farmers, but it's definitely spanned out to a business much bigger than we could ever have anticipated, and we're just proud to be here, to be honest.
Yeah, so just I haven't bought a post for a while, but you said $3.25. Is that pretty much a standard price for like a retail price for them? What's that compared to, say, a new post? What's the new ones cost?
Well, it's sort of, you'd probably average around about $10 a post. You'd say people chuck around numbers a bit, but consistently, that's probably realistically what it is.
I need some for the life sentence block. I've got a broken post that I fixed the other day. I should probably get up there and throw a few on the back of the ute.
I'll hook you up, Andy. All good.
Well done, yeah. But I think for us, as well, we do our flood recovery work. Like, we just want to see these usable posts get a second life. We don't want to see them go to landfill. So with the sort of flooding that's going on around the moment, we're offering them for $1 a post to those impacted if they can order a unit load. So I think it's just when we know fully straight, and that, all the farmers that have bought to us to date that, now are buying for us annually, the product's good, it's a good quality, and it's the right value price point. So yeah, we're here when you need us. Even we get some people just doing quotes, and it's kind of grown. Like, now we've moved into having a few different factories around the country that do wire and netting, and these are products that were going straight to scrap metal just because they had mold defects or didn't meet quality standards. So we started off in posts, and now we're moving into wire netting too, and it's just part of us being able to provide a good value offering to our farmers, and people like Greg and I that just want to get value for our money.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't aware of that, actually. So repurposing netting off fences, because wire netting, you can easily roll it up, right, and reuse it when you take it out.
No, sorry. It's not repurposing wire. It's brand new netting. It's just come out of the factory, and there might be a reason. So either a cancelled order or things like that. I sort of draw the line a little bit at wire, but this is all really fit for purpose, and there's no difference in it, and we can supply it at a fraction of the cost. I'm all for it.
Yeah. My granddad used to repurpose all the staples as well. He was good like that. He was never going to throw away a decent staple.
My old man's still doing. I think I'm still straightening out staples because the old man makes me do it.
Well, it's something we give the kids every now and again when we need a break. But you only mainly repurpose our barbed wire. You always use our barbed wire.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Well, there's plenty of that floating around. That's the problem with wire. What do you do with it when you pull it down? Because it invariably turns into a bird's nest. What's it? So at an event like that for yourself, you're showcasing your business, you're making sales, or is it really just a wave the flag exercise?
Well, I'm a little bit guilty because I'm a passionate farmer, and so I love going to all the field days events and just talking farming, but I actually neglect from the Vic sector a little bit. So an event like this, we get to see them all, and probably they put a face to the name a bit better, is the way of putting it.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think, all too often you sit behind a desk and a phone call, and to have opportunities like this where you can meet face to face, have a good brisket bun and just talk about it and, put the wrongs of the world to right. I think that pays, and dividends tend to flow with just building the relationships. And
well, everything's just a little bit, everything's moving at the moment. So you come and get a fair idea about what we need to do to stay current in the market and to stay in business, to be honest. So we get a lot. We pick a lot of ideas and direction out of a couple of days like this.
We've already had 3 big vineyards come to us and say, oh, I've been putting off ringing you guys, but now you're here, let's talk brass tacks. So it's just good to get in front to have those yarns.
Yeah. So the process is vineyard comes to you, they've got a whole area that they're going to redo. You just work through and come and take those posts away, basically, from them.
So there's 2 parts to our business with the wineries. So every year, 3 to 5% of their CCA posts get broken in the harvester machines, and they take all those broken posts right now. They'll be doing it, putting them all into a stockpile and putting replacement posts in, either being them steel posts, future post, or our replacement posts. And then we come in and process those posts for a second life cycle. And then secondary to that, the vineyards, a lot of them at about 30 years, the yield production of their vines decrease and or, their lease has expired. And so there's a lot of redevelopment going on, which is essentially the whole vineyard fields paddocks being pulled out and put back into pasture. And so we're at the moment processing a lot of 2.4 metre lengths. If you're a vineyard like Vinnicky or Cloudy Bay, they're using those 2.4 metre posts as replacement posts along the vines, we're just taking them off their hands and selling them to farmers for bloody good product at a cheap price.
Yeah, it's interesting because what did I hear? And off topic here, but did I hear that there's some solar farms going into some of the areas around there as well?
Wouldn't surprise.
Yeah, no, there's plenty. There's been a few consensus. Some have been already put in. There's one at Ward, one on just coming into Blenheim on the south side. A few out for consent at the moment. There's even one up by the home farm at St Arnaud, which I seem to always be praying for a bit of sun up there. So don't know how that works, but anywho,
gotta pray, Greg. Gotta pray.
I guess maybe, yeah. I don't know. It just seems to be quite a few solar farms going on around the place.
Yeah.
And when the sun's shining and if there's money to be made, someone will make it happen, won't they?
Absolutely, they will. Hey, guys, look, really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming on the show. I'm a bit jealous. I love a decent field day, and so I know you'll have a great day. It's a good social get-together with everyone, as well as doing business.
No, happy days.
And I also just want to say a special thank you to Sarah. I know she's not here right now, but she actually was the first ever interview we did back in 2021. It led to us being in CountryWide, and then that led to Country Calendar actually contacting us saying they read the story by her. So she has a lot to play in our narrative, and we'll always be grateful to her.
Oh, no, they do a fantastic job, and it's great to have you guys on the show, and it's nice to, thanks for saying that. I'm sure she'll really appreciate that. Thank you.
All good, all good. Thank you so much for your time, Andy.
All right, guys, you have a great day. That is Dansy and Greg Coppell there, Repost at the TRS Autumn Expo up there in Marlborough.
CountryWide Connect with Andy Thompson and Sarah Perriam-Lampp.